Hello stock traders, I hope all of you had a great start to the month of August. After the first week, personally I am at a 2.08% gain with all the picks that I give out. Year to date, personally I am at a 154.66% gain. And in today's video, I am going to give you a new top 7 stocks that should give you an edge. I'm also going to review the different things that happened this last week and all the stock plays that I sold over the last week. It is so important for you to track your trades. That's why I go through this once a week. If you are going to be successful in the stock market, you need to know why you won at a particular stock or why you lost. Tracking your trades helps you to see when you are doing well or not well with a particular strategy. But before we get going on this video, if you could do me a favor and please hit that most amazing and wonderful like button. Also, if you haven't done so before and you like the content of this video, consider subscribing and turning on those bell notifications so you never miss out on one of these videos. I have some links down below that I want to go through quickly. First of all, we have Webull. If you are looking for free stocks and a powerful broker, I highly recommend them. I use them each and every day and love it. Also have a link to BlockFi. If you are looking to earn interest on your cryptocurrency, by using our link, you can get some free Bitcoin. Why not take that free income of that interest-bearing account? It really helps out. We also have a link to our Patreon group. There are plenty of levels depending upon how you like to trade. And for the small amount that it costs, you will easily make it up with one great trade. All right, let's start by reviewing the insider strategy. So this is covered in our basic room of our Patreon group. And if you want access to this strategy and access to all of these picks, you need to become a member through our Patreon group. So let's start off. Here we go. AIR sold for a 0.56% gain. CVM sold for a 0.36% gain. PQEFF sold for a 0.02% gain. DRTT sold for a 3.43% loss. ANIX sold for a 5.5% loss. CRCT sold for a 5.52% gain. BECN sold for a 0.21% loss. SBH sold for a 1.44% loss. SRCE sold for a 5.41% gain. SAVE, SAVE sold for a 3.17% loss, and EQT sold for a 0.38% gain. So a back and forth week for sure with the insiders. This was not the best week for insiders. 6 out of 11 total picks, 54% win rate. Average per pick was a 0.14% loss. But over the last 5 years, I have averaged a 3% gain per pick and a 70% win rate. So this is again below normal. The insiders, we haven't had any of those big pops here in a little bit. Looking forward to the Russell getting on a particular trend. It really isn't bullish or bearish. It just keeps going back and forth and whipsawing around. All right, also I'm going to cover a strangle play that I called out in our standard room, and this was on Thursday afternoon. I saw certain factors that I liked on Wells Fargo Bank. That is ticker symbol WFC. So I did a strangle options play. I bought call options and put options on it at the same time, knowing that it would move in a particular direction and I could earn money that way. So with this type of strategy, you might make 200% on either the calls or the puts, but then lose 100% of the other side, netting a 50% gain of the entire transaction. So I bought calls and puts on Thursday afternoon and sold them on Friday after inflation worries started to kind of grow. Banks tend to do very, very well when interest rates might climb. And so I was able to sell the calls for a 303.85% gain. So that was really terrific. On the puts, however, I lost 78%, but that is okay because overall I netted a 162% gain, and it was only a 2-day investment. So this is a powerful strategy. If you want to see examples of this, you need to be a member of our standard room. All right. Let's get to the top 7 and start talking about these stocks. Got lots of good ones. Also got some new ones on the list for this week that should help you to give you an edge. All of these stocks have a strategy behind them. I'm going to talk about each strategy behind each and every one. Okay, number 7 is Verrica Pharmaceuticals, ticker symbol VRCA. This has been on the list a long time. This is a PDUFA run-up play. My target on this stock is $20 a share. And so far, I bought it at $13.63, but so far since calling this out, it is down 22.23%. I've had this stock for a couple of months, and the PDUFA date got delayed, and that's one of the things that kind of really hurt it. But there has been multiple insider buys along the way, and the only reason I'm not selling is because we can get approval at any time. I found this to be the case that whenever we have a delay as far as a PDUFA date, and we've been delayed by the FDA by 3 months, like exactly what has happened here with Verrica Pharmaceuticals, then you can get a surprise approval at any time. So I continue to hold even though I'm down 22%. Normally I would cut my losses, but at this point, it's like I'm rather confident that we will get that approval eventually because of the multiple insider buys. All right, number 6 I'm going to talk to you about is SESN Bio, ticker symbol SESN, and this has been on the list for a while also. This is a PDUFA run-up. My personal target on this stock is $6 a share. My average in it is $4.66, but over this last week, we've seen a really good move on this, so it's starting to move. But since calling this out, I'm still down 10.21%, and they have a bladder cancer drug that is up for approval on August 18th, so that is upcoming, and now it is starting to run. So let's take a look at the chart here. You can see that we've had a MACD golden cross here on the daily chart, and that it is starting to finally make that move. So this is one I think can hit $6 on the run up. Some things I'm looking for exit point is if it becomes overbought on the RSI, or if we get too close to the date. There are so many days ahead where I will exit automatically. All right, pick number 5 is Bitfarm, ticker symbol BITF. Hopefully all of you got in on this when I first started to recommend this about 4 weeks ago. So it's been about 4 weeks this has been on the list. This is part of my golden strategy, and my personal target for this stock is $20 a share. I really think it's going to get there, especially with how Bitcoin is now starting to surge and make a recovery. My average in it is $3.93. Since calling this out, it is up 51.36%. The reason why I like it is because institutions are loading, and in the last 30 days, it has gone from 2 institutional owners to 12 institutional owners. So with the price of Bitcoin, there has been some major loading here, and BITF is perfectly positioned right now to move upwards based upon the China crackdown and all those kind of things. And they are mining like crazy and definitely taking advantage of all this, of the climate of the market on this. So this should continue to be a great runner. Looking for 400, 500% gains. I can see this hitting $20 not too far in the future. All right, number 4 is Baker Hughes, ticker symbol BKR, and this is a very safe stock. The reason why I like it, and this is part of my buyback strategy, and I cover the buyback strategy also in the long-term dividend, in the long-term portfolio level of our Patreon, and I also cover it in our premium level. So with premium, you get everything. So this is covered in both places. My average in it is $21.05. Since calling this out, it is down 0.19%. The reason why I like it is because the board approved a $2 billion buyback. Where they're going to be buying back shares in the amount of $2 billion. And that is very big for a $20 stock. And so looking forward to this moving upwards. My personal target on this is $30 a share. This is a longer term hold, so this might take 6 months. It might take a little while for it to move up, but looking forward to great gains. And we're starting to see some positive things. So as you look here on the chart, one thing that we have is we've had a MACD cross here, and also we're having improved on the RSI ever since this buyback has been announced. This is moving upwards, but it still has so much to go. I think go to $30 easy and be a nice 40 to 50% gainer for all of us. All right, number 3 is Neo Games, ticker symbol NGMS, and this is part of my golden strategy. And my personal target on this is $63 a share. That's where I think it's going to get to. My average in it is $53.04. Since calling this out, it is only up 0.30%. You're in right on the ground floor. This is covered in our premium room as part of our golden strategy and also as part of our long-term dividend portfolio. And in the last 30 days, This has gone from 57 institutional owners to 140. And so this has been a big move, and a lot of people are investing in on this. And this is due for a breakout and also had a recent MACD golden cross. So you can see that down here. We had the MACD cross in the daily chart. We're having improved action on the RSI, but it is not overheated by any means. This is a great value. It appears that it has just completed a correction and looking forward for it to going much higher. I think that this one will easily hit 63. It might take a couple months, but this is looking good for a nice run. This would be a good safe stock to get into. Okay, number 2, another new stock, and this is Mustang Bio, ticker symbol MBIO. This is an insider swing play, and my personal target price on this is $4 a share. My average in it is $2.91 since calling this out in our Discord. It is up 2.41%. This was called out in the basic level of our Discord with the insider. And the president and CEO bought shares at $2.91, extremely bullish. Lots of conviction here. And recent European priority tag on their MB107 drug, which is an immune deficiency drug for children. And so this is a big deal, and I see this one finally moving upwards. We've had a MACD golden cross down here, and the RSI is improving greatly and quickly. And after hours, it's already moving up. There's still plenty of time to get in on this and make some killer money. And so I think this one will swing upwards, but that insider activity should be really great. All right, number 1, and this should not surprise a lot of people who know me and know our Discord and different stuff. This is covered in our basic room. This is an insider swing play, and this is VOXX International, ticker symbol VOXX. I have been talking about this quite a bit. I've also been tweeting about it on Twitter and doing some different things of that nature. So my target price on this is $16 per share, expecting a big move upwards. My average in it is $11.05 since calling this out in our Discord. It is up 3.71%. It has not even started to run yet. You are still within time to get in on this at the ground floor. So more insider buying, and this is a seasonal insider, which what I mean by that is there are certain stocks where insiders will load up during certain times of the year. And then VOXX International has a long history of loading up at this time of year, and the price just goes up because it's a low volume stock, and we have an officer loading 50,000 shares a day. It can really add up. Well, not quite 50,000, more like an average of around 10,000 shares per day. But 10,000 shares per day on a low volume stock like this is going to make it go up and provide quite a bit of buying pressure. So more insider buying was reported on Friday in pre-market. And so there's been quite a few insider buys on this, and it's just getting started. Since calling this out, up 3.71%. But last year, I made 40% on my stock shares. And on my options, I made 700% on my call options, just playing call options on this one. It was very successful for me. Now, last year's results do not mean this year's results, so anything in the stock market is not guaranteed. But I have made killer money on this in the past and expecting it to do very well. Well, I wish all of you the best in the stock market. Hope all of you have a fantastic week. Feel free to reach out to me in the comments section down below. Let's have a great week, and Raythoven out.